Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, Cleveland?
What's up? Bang, bang, bang. C-Town, what's happening?
Yo.
What's the dilly? We got the good folks in the house today, y'all. This is Uncut, Uncensored. You listen to 95.9. 95.9 FM.
Hey.
Oh, what coffee in here then?
I thought you wanted caffeine.
Who told you that? Lie.
I feel like you were a tea drinker for some reason.
You felt that in your spirit?
Yeah, you
when your spirit lied.
Yeah, you must have told me something wrong.
No, I definitely believes in the caffeine. All day.
Yeah, so we getting ready for y'all. We got a juicy topic here today.
Oh, you remember the topic?
Juicy topic today. Hey, listen, y'all. We are, yes, I do remember the topic. I just asked Kane about it earlier.
You remember since
before you walked in.
Okay.
You on blast. We discussed that before you walked in.
That's cool. Look, it's all good. It's all good. I'm okay with that. I don't mind you putting me on blast. I can handle it.
That's what's happening. So listen, y'all. Y'all know what this is. Relationship Talk. We are Uncut, Uncensored. We bring it to you live every week, new topics. We do appreciate everybody that give their inputs to us so we can, come out with something that's juicy that y'all might want to, talk about, hear about. Pretty soon, we're going to be doing this live as far as you can give us a call. You can call in and things of that nature. So that'll be coming in shortly. Once again, we used to do that a couple of years ago, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah. So so what they did here at this beautiful studio, they opened it back up, gave us some room so that we can come back in here and be with you guys. But still, they have a few things that they need to do for us to make sure that we can do some of these things live, and we appreciate y'all. But you can still reach us several different places. You can hit us on IG.
Yeah, y'all can hit us on IG at uncut.uncensored. Y'all can drop in all of our DMs, mainly D Boogie's. Because he said his DMs stay open. They don't never close.
No, entertainment purposes.
That's the disclaimer. He says entertainment purposes only, but shoot your shot, ladies. Shoot your shot. It's cuffing season. He started taking applications, I believe, October 15th, was it?
It started October 15th.
Okay.
I was a little early this year.
Okay. So I'm not sure if those applications are still under review. But listen, ladies, it's just like any job. You got to get so many in and you got to weed them out and, hey, may the best person win. So that's relationship talk. No, my bad. No, IG. That's uncut.uncensored. Mm-hmm. And then, should I go ahead and tell them about YouTube?
Yeah.
Let them know. Yeah, let them know.
Okay. So listen, y'all can also listen on YouTube. That's where y'all can catch us live. That's when y'all can put faces to these beautiful, beautiful voices. And trust me, you want to put a face with a voice. That is Relationship Talk, Uncut, Uncensored.
Also, you can catch the show on, if you want to listen to us live, you can catch the show, of course, on 95.9 FM. Then you can also catch us on the app. We're streaming. Actually, these guys are streaming 24/7. That's the WOVU app. And then also, you can www.wovu.org is also where you can catch the show and this radio station going live. We got all that out the way, right?
We did.
Okay. We got a couple more things, Kay. Our IGs, I'm DonZon21. So y'all hit me up on IG, DonZon21, if you want to holler at me. And on Facebook, I'm Don Bradford.
Yeah, you can find me on IG on Kane Creates, Kane_Creates. That's my IG on Facebook. You can find me at Kane's Corner. Those are my two spots you can find me at. Hunt me down, let me know what's going on. And again, it is open for...
Hunt you down? Seriously?
You don't got to hunt.
That's how you feeling today?
You got to hunt.
Actually, you was feeling like that last week.
I'm kind of easy to find. I'm not
He said, hunt him down. Okay, ladies, you heard it here first. Hunt a brother down. Track him down. Go ahead, my bad.
No worries. I'm kind of easy to find. I'm really not hiding. I'm out there. But if you want to reach out, just talk to us. Let us know what's going on. You might have a good idea for the show. We want to hear from you.
Oh yeah. We
definitely want to hear from you.
We do love, the input that you folks are giving us these days, and continue doing that. I mean, we are about you. You are about us. And we love that. But right now, I want to introduce the star of the show.
Can you not do that? Well, you know what? It's my birthday. So yeah, go ahead, do that. But hold on, wait a minute. I digress for just a second. I've been ranting and raving about the Scorps out here. And I'm still ranting and raving, let me say that. I will be doing that until November 23rd when Scorpio season ends. But listen.
No dates.
Crystal, don't look at me like that.
No dates and time stamps.
So, I got you. But listen, I just found out.
Scorpio season.
Yes, it's the hottest. The hottest. Did you see us when you saw us or no? But listen, I just found out that our lovely videographer is a Scorpio.
Rafiq.
Yes, I'm putting him on blast. Rafiq is a Scorpio.
Yeah, boy, cold with it.
Of course he is. He's a Scorpio. Of course. So I'm shouting him out. He been holding out. I was telling him how hard I've been going all weekend, and part 3 will continue this weekend. And he said he been turning up since Thursday. So we gonna turn up together.
And we gonna kick it tonight.
Oh, for real? I'm gonna hold you to that.
We're talking about me and Rafiq.
Oh, I'm crashing apart. But anyway, so he said he didn't want to steal my thunder. I appreciate that. But since you a Scorpio, you're not stealing my thunder. But yeah, so you said you wanted to introduce me, right? Because I want that energy.
I leave it to Kane right now.
You know what, forget it. Listen, y'all, in case y'all did not know, which I'm sure you know now, it's your girl Tasha. Y'all can find me on IG at Tosh_empowers because that is what I do.
Yes, you do, baby.
I empower. Thank you. I appreciate all that.
You.
So listen,
founder. She's the founder.
Oh, D Boogie now. We are all founders.
You don't want this? You don't want it?
I want it. Go ahead.
Founders.
No, I don't want that part.
Oh, what you want?
You know
your
it.
Birthday?
Just that part. So look, y'all. Y'all can slide in my DMs, as D Boogie says. It's for entertainment purposes only. And don't be laughing, Kane.
People will be entertained.
Listen, they be sliding. No, they be. I ain't even mad at them.
I know they do.
They slide in your DMs.
Listen here. I decided, I ain't gonna even go there.
What? What they be saying?
Look, it's not important.
What they don't be saying.
They be in your DM.
They say, oh, it's Scorpio season, huh?
Did they get in your DM?
Not that heavy like that. Not like heavy like hers.
Well, I never said it was heavy. Now, hold on. Don't ad lib.
I might get a drizzle.
I never said
not had anybody in my DM. Nobody.
Well, you know what? That's because they just approach you directly.
Here we go.
They just approach you directly. So they like, we ain't
I
gonna
work
waste
on my
our
radio
time.
personality.
But I had somebody who came into the restaurant the other day, her and her guy, and I had a full conversation. She was like, you know what, D Boogie, he fine and all, but I don't like him.
What?
I said, you know what? If they not liking us, we doing our job.
Right.
Yeah, they form an opinion.
But she was with a dude, though, right?
She was with her dude.
She supposed to.
You know what? Right. But she did. She was like, he fine and all. I was like, he is.
But
she ain't supposed to.
So she might be sliding. Well, he not her dude yet, but
she working on something.
She working on it.
They come over here and work too.
Can you talk about what the topic is today, please?
No, are you finished?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done for now.
Okay, so y'all, check this out. We're going to get into this juicy. Ooh-wee.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I want some input on this today.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all know we didn't do? Hold on, wait a minute. We can't do
Okay.
this. Wait a minute. I got to send a shout out to my girl, Tenda. Listen here.
Oh, she in here?
oh, 10 to 10.
See, don't do her like that. Tenda, listen.
We going to fix your mic, Les.
Listen, my girl Tenda, she taking care of a few things, but your spirit is here. Just to let you know, Tenda, I'm gonna hold it down for the ladies. I will not be bullied. I will not go down without a fight. That is. So look here, y'all can catch Tenda at 10 to 10 on IG. Y'all can slide in her DMs.
That's TENDER10.
There you go, 10 to 10, and she's tender. Okay, she's taking applications. She's evaluating them, and hey, we'll
All
see.
that.
All that. I'm putting her all out there.
I
She's
see.
not here to defend herself.
Y'all make sure y'all put your phones on vibrate. And our topic for today. Kane, would you like to plug this one?
Yeah, let's go ahead and broach that real quick. So our topic today, if you are in a committed, monogamous, that what you two agree to, relationship, Should you stay if the other person steps outside the relationship, steps off the porch, does something with somebody else, and you find out? Doesn't matter how you find out, if they told you they confessed or you read or you going through their DMs. It's also, who's this? Should you stay or should you go? Should you fight or flight? Should you be out in the night?
I need to fight and flight.
What do you do? Do you stay or do you go? Are you packing your bags, or are they packing their bags? Is bags being packed, or do you stay?
No, I won't be packing my bags.
Work it out. Do you sit down and have a discussion over some nice coffee or tea and see what's going on?
Something strong.
and see what's going on, or you just out. You just skirt on 22s. You gone. You out. What do we say?
What do you do? So for those who needed to be broken down into quick. I mean, my man, he's on it. Should you take back a cheater? Or once a cheater, is always a cheater.
Do y'all believe that?
So we gonna talk about all those thoughts.
Okay.
You know, all that good stuff.
Take them back, or take her back. And once a cheater, always a cheater? What you think? What y'all think?
What you think? I know what you think.
Yeah.
I know what you think.
Well, no, you don't know what I think.
I do know what you think.
What do you think I think?
I think you know what.
What do y'all think I think?
You
Humor
think
me.
once a cheater, always a cheater.
That's not true.
And you think that
not
if somebody cheat, cut them. Immediately. No, she might have a little get back, but the get back ain't gonna be foul. It's not gonna be foul.
Why would I
What you
do? Wow, that's. I don't even have any words right now. I'm stuttering.
you just ain't gonna let it go, or you caught. you gonna have them marinate.
They gonna feel.
They're gonna marinate and they mustard for a while.
So are you saying I'm vindictive?
No.
You
just I'm just my opinion.
So you
Am I right or I'm wrong? I mean,
well, let me just make sure I have some clarity surrounding this.
Right.
So you saying that I'm gonna be on some get back? The get back not gonna be as foul as they were, but it's gonna be some get back.
Yeah. That's what I think.
Is it time for commercial yet?
No, not yet. No.
So okay, so here's what I think. So I do not think once a cheater, always a cheater. I don't. But I'm about to tell you what. See, I was thinking this over today.
Oh, so you thought?
And yesterday.
You changed your mind today and yesterday. Oh,
Well,
it's really.
Well, yeah.
You know what? It's the Scorpion season, and she get brand new on.
I am.
Right.
There are new enlightenments every day.
But it gotta be with a twist, because I know she ain't going.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
Oh, it definitely is with the twist. So here's my thoughts.
I tell you what, hold that thought.
That's cool.
Okay, we're gonna take this first break. Hey, listen, y'all. These are the promos and everything. We love y'all. Y'all stick with us. Be back. And if you want to go get a little toddy right now, it's a good time to do it.
A toddy?
Yeah, some ginger ale or something like that.
That's not a toddy.
What? Oh. Okay. Want to go use the bathroom? Go ahead. Y'all listen to Uncut, Uncensored.
Oh, Lord.
We'll be right back. It's WOVU 95.9 FM. We see y'all in about 3 minutes.
What's up, world? It's your girl, Tasha. We are in the building. Y'all listening to Uncut, Uncensored.
Ooh, yes, y'all are.
Yes, you are. We're still in Scorpio season. Yeah, I know you're getting tired of it, but guess what? Oh, well. Also, y'all can catch us on YouTube at Relationship Talk Uncut Uncensored. So look, we went to break, and D-Boogie tried to put me on the spot. Him and co-host Kane decided that they knew what I was thinking. So, I've had to think about this, and I've had to really analyze this. Once a cheater, always a cheater, and should you take a cheater back? So here's what I believe. I do not believe that once a cheater, always a cheater.
Thank you.
I do believe that some men and women do mature from getting them all to wanting some exclusivity. And I do also believe that sometimes when a person makes a choice, not a mistake, because it is not a mistake that you accidentally slipped on or
Banana
slipped
peel.
in. Yeah. Yeah, that part. That part. But I do believe that once you have made that choice, you have calculated the cost of your loss. And if you have lost something, very dear to you, I do believe that some men and women, say that if they are ever given an opportunity to experience a great relationship again, where someone actually loves and respects and, is mutually beneficial and has their back and all those good things that come along with a healthy, happy, harmonious relationship, they say, you know what, I'm gonna give it my all. I'm gonna be in it, 10 toes down. So I don't believe that once a cheater, always a cheater. Now, the part where should you take him back or her back? If the person has expressed in their actions some true changed behavior, and y'all have actually openly talked about the situation, because I believe it takes two to tango. And sometimes in a relationship, not sometimes, all the time in a relationship, there are actions and reactions. So if the man stepped out, maybe it was something that was potentially missing. Maybe something happened. Maybe there was a lack of communication. Maybe the female wasn't, on board to do some of the things that maybe he wanted to do. And then on the flip side, if the female stepped out, maybe he wasn't doing some things he was supposed to do. Maybe he wasn't seeing to her needs. Maybe he wasn't as attentive, as supportive, as loving, as affectionate. So I believe that if y'all can talk about it and that the actions are changed, and as long as pride is not in the way, and both people are willing to put in the work, not your ego saying you don't care but you really do care, or vice versa, then I say give it a go. But if it happened again, cut it.
So you're saying that give everybody at least one chance?
One shot.
One shot?
That's the new mature, 2021 version of Tasha. That's Tasha 5.0.
So you were talking about more of a change behavior more so than feeling remorseful.
Yeah.
So it's a little difference between the two. Would you say remorseful is I'm sorry.
Yeah. Keep
I
it
got
sorry.
caught.
Show me.
You got caught.
Right. I got caught.
Sorry about
I'm sorry I got caught. I'm sorry you saw
Sorry
her.
about that. Yeah. So, but the behaviors don't change. So
Exactly.
it's not like a lot of people think it's the fact of remorse. Well, they felt a certain way about it and blah blah blah. They say it won't happen again, but they still doing some of the same activities. You're talking about change behavior.
Change behavior. Yeah, because people can talk you to death. But their actions are saying something totally different. They saying they sorry, but they still doing the same thing. They still, emotionally unavailable, or, financially, whatever the case may be, whatever those things are, and the actions stay the same. But if the actions have changed, and be it the man or the woman, and they hear you, I believe in a lot of times in relationships, people don't want to meet the other person's needs. You're not going to meet every need that the person had, but at least try to meet the needs that are important to your mate. Like, come on, now, how are you not going to want to put forth an effort to meet the needs that are important to your mate?
And you know what is, and I think the reason why that is on that statement there is because people are into things for themselves.
Absolutely.
They're not in it for what the other person is looking to get out. They're really just focused on what they're looking for.
Yeah.
And so they don't focus on the needs of not the person. They focus on the needs of themselves.
Yeah.
But you don't focus on the needs of yourself, nor should you focus on the needs of the person.
Yeah.
You need to focus on the needs of the relationship.
Absolutely.
So the
Yeah.
I can't, I know you loaded, locked and loaded.
Yeah, because he is right. Woo.
He got like 3 pages.
Already.
Well, I was taking a lot of notes because what you said was I found very, interesting, because you said change behavior. And I'm thinking, okay, what behavior has to change besides you just cheating? What behavior?
That's a major one.
That's the primary. Like, you got to stop doing that.
Yeah.
But what other behaviors need to change? Because I think that's where the issue becomes in, because it's a severe trust issue at this point. Because 9 times out of 10, you didn't know the person was doing it until it got discovered.
Absolutely.
So now, every time that person leave the house,
Yeah.
this feeling that you gonna have of what they doing now.
Yeah.
And then the problem or situation then becomes every time they leave, they're going to work. Is they really going to work? I'm going bowling. Is he really going bowling? I'm going with the girls. You really going with the girl? Are you going to be able to trust this person as they leave the house and you're not attached to your hip?
Right.
That's going to be the real issue, because if they had, let's say, shaky behavior before, let's say the group that they hung with, whether it be her girls or his boys, all her girls single, all his dudes are single, they always in the club or the bar or the single spot.
Right.
So that should have been a red flag anyway.
Right.
Like they always doing single people stuff with their single friends, but they in a committed relationship with you. Like, you ain't got no friends, you got a partner, like we go on a double date or something.
Right.
You got nothing going on, okay.
Right, mix it up a little bit.
Something going on. So that's one thing you have to see what's going on, is the change behavior. But either way, like that, whenever that person leaves the house, because a lot of times the question is like, when you have time to do that?
People make time for what they want to make time for.
They sure will.
Slide in real quick.
They will will make time to do what they want to do. They will figure it out.
Yes, they will.
So I think it's a big thing where that behavior has to be, because what behavior has to change? Because maybe they really didn't have any quote unquote negative behaviors that you can observe.
Well, I think in hindsight, me personally, looking over a few things, I think in hindsight, if some stuff then jumped off on your watch, when you sit back and analyze it, you be like, yeah, okay, yep, I can see that right there. So change behavior is, okay, maybe at first in the early stages, not even the early stages, but there was a period where you were unavailable for long stretches, at a time, and it was always a reason why you were unavailable. Yeah, we found out the reason why he or she was cheating. So the change behavior is you need to be available, because the truth of the matter is nobody is away from their cell phone for hours at a time. Nobody. Y'all disagree or agree?
I disagree.
Okay. Do tell. So you saying that people are away from their cell phone for hours, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours.
I mean, people do go to sleep.
Okay, we're not talking about during sleeping hours.
Oh.
So during normal awake hours.
I mean, what are cheating hours then?
Anytime you
24/7, right? Huh?
So you sleep from 1 o'clock in the afternoon until midnight or 1 o'clock?
I may be busy.
4 days out of the week?
I may be busy.
Really? Big Boogie?
Yeah.
Okay, so your woman, let's flip this. Your woman.
I'm listening.
Your woman that you loving on, you feel like you giving her some good loving.
Absolutely.
Okay. 3-4 days out the week, you can't reach her for long stretches out the day. And she said, well, that baby, I'm busy. I'm asleep.
Oh, I mean,
I don't know.
She probably sleep at night. I'm just saying,
that was at night.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me say this.
Come on.
See, there's an art
Oh.
to cheating.
Oh, really?
Right.
Okay.
I walk that road, but I ain't gonna go into that art right now.
What not?
So with this conversation
me
that
write
we're
that down
having,
so I don't
I got
forget.
your pen.
Because I want to talk about this art of cheating.
Yeah.
Come on.
But there are times when people are busy.
I agree.
And if you were in tune with me, you would know what those times are.
I agree.
So don't be calling me, between the days I do this radio show and we're in the studio. Everybody heard me say earlier, make sure your phone's on vibrate, turn your phones off, right?
Right.
But there are some times, we have such a great show, we leave out of here, we decide to go and just hang out as a group.
Very
Talk
true.
about the show and
Very,
recap.
very true.
All right, so
We-
that's what, say another 2 or 3 hours, right?
Okay.
Okay. And we forget to turn our phones back on.
That's on Tuesday, though.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We didn't get a day. I mean,
I'm just saying, because we're talking about throughout the week. I'm talking about your lady is unavailable, not just on Tuesday.
what I'm saying to you, the question was, there are times
Gotcha.
when you may not be by your phone.
I agree.
And you have to give people that.
I agree.
I'm not just saying from my perspective, but from anyone else's perspective.
I agree.
There are times. So that statement, I just disagree with. That's all.
And I agree that there are times, 100%, people get busy, people fall asleep, your phone die, you forget it in the car. Those things happen. I 100%.
You forget it in the car, or you just leave it in the car.
Maybe you left it in the car. You don't want to be bothered.
We'll go with forget.
And the truth of the matter is, there's some times where you really just don't feel like being bothered.
It's my phone.
Yeah, it's my phone. I don't feel like
I'm in a
talking.
committed relationship, so
I
I should
have
be
a
answering
do
the
not
phone.
disturb set on my phone for a certain period of time.
Right. So
Where it's not going to ring at all.
And that's legit. And I'm not talking about those times. I'm talking about you have a consistent behavior these last 5-6 months. I'm just throwing it out there, man or woman. When a man had caught his girl cheating or a woman had caught her dude cheating, where you'd have been unavailable. You know, Monday.
We talking about before call or after call?
Before call.
And
So-
I think that's the important portion right there is that did that behavior change? Like,
That's what I'm talking about.
Were they always available, and then suddenly
That's what I'm talking about.
they were unavailable? Then that's a purple flag, about to turn to a red flag, because it just depends on the situation. Because like I don't know, just for me personally, like right now, as me like just it'd be hard to catch me. Period. I'm doing umpteen things
Right.
at umpteen different occasions.
Right.
So like, and I barely have like, especially like I would say for me and for yourself, all of us here, we're entrepreneurs. So entrepreneurs, we got wild hours.
Right.
We'll be working at midnight and at noon.
Right.
All in the same day.
Very true.
And so like that being said, sometimes if you text me, I'll get you. Give me a minute, but I was doing something.
Yeah.
So, but that's from the start, from day one you knew me, from Jump Street. This is my pattern. If my pattern suddenly shifts,
Exactly.
then that's kind of a purple flag, and then that's where your behavior has to go back because you suddenly became unavailable.
But you know, okay, I feel you. But I just want to say this. Things can shift because life is always with ebbs and flows and things of that.
True that.
So things can always shift.
I agree.
And I'm not trying to defend anybody that's a cheater because I think that's low.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
low level. But there are times when there's other things in life
Very true.
that's
Very
the
true.
priority
Mm-hmm.
over your mate.
Yeah.
But that's another topic. I just wanted to make that comment on what you were saying.
'cause I had that discussion with someone. They said, "Well, I hadn't heard from you," and I had some serious things going on at the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And our discussion was that we kind of went back and forth. And she said, "Why didn't you call? Why didn't you like?" Well, I had A, B, C, and D going on at that point in time,
Right.
and like that's why you didn't hear from me. And they were like, "Well, you could have." Like, yeah, I could have, but I didn't. And I said, well, then I put it back on their place that you could have picked up the phone and texted or called me. I would have responded probably, but like I had these things going on in this time frame, and you have to understand, what's going on with people, and that if you have someone who's in a situation where like, okay, they have stepped out on you, okay, boom. Once you sit down and talk about it. Then you have to go back and like you said, you have to go back and look on a reflection. I'm gonna give personal. So I'm gonna put my personal business in the street today. I was in a relationship with a young lady,
And he was cheating.
and I stepped outside. I stepped off the porch.
Woo!
Now I can
Wow.
say this: there was no real change in my behavior pattern, really. So there was nothing to like.
What do you mean? Hold on, wait a minute. Let me make sure I'm understanding. You said there was no real change in your behavior.
I didn't do nothing different. Like my schedule was the same, and what I was doing was the same.
So you went doing work hours.
How you know?
No,
How
I
you
wasn't
know
doing work hours.
So
How you know?
because you're trying to keep it consistent. So I'm just curious. Go ahead. Never mind. Go ahead. I can come back to that. I'm gonna make a note. Because you said your behavior never changed.
My behavior didn't change. Like my schedule didn't change. What I was doing with the other person that time, the time frame really didn't change.
So how did you Go ahead.
Let him go ahead.
Go ahead.
So it was just a singular
I'm making a
event.
note.
Yeah, make him know.
Oh, it was a one-time thing.
It was a singular
Oh,
event.
so that is okay. That's why.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a mistake.
Clearly, it wasn't good. You ain't double
I'm
back.
sorry. I'm sorry. This shouldn't have happened.
It ain't you, it's me.
Well, maybe it was twice a day.
That's funny.
But anyway.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so hold on, co-host Kane. Which one was it? Was it once or was it twice?
It might have been 3 times.
You
But
know what? I'm done. Once, you know what? See, this is why right here. This.
but I told this, but you know what? Just I'm sorry. This is. We
You know
can't do
what?
this.
I can't even listen to the story now because you have fabricated.
I got fabricated.
You went. There was a single thing that made. Okay, maybe
But
it's
it
twice.
felt singular.
It feels singular. This is all one memory. But the point of the story is that I was like, all right, I told this person, you know what? We gotta wrap this up. We can't go
Wrap
with
it
this.
up.
We can't go this any further.
No pun intended.
Yeah, we can't go this any further. I'm sorry. You know, and like
No.
she was like, all right.
Was that after the third time, or potentially maybe the fourth or fifth?
It was. I don't think we got to 5.
You don't think?
Who counts those things?
Clearly not you.
So, but it was the problem was all on my end, and the person who I was in a relationship with, they never would have knew if I hadn't said anything. Like there was no evidence, I don't leave no trails, there was no DNA, nothing.
That's no DNA really.
There's nothing. You know, everybody watch these CSI shows.
Okay, so hold on, wait a minute. Okay, so wait a minute. You say your behavior, because clearly you went back repeatedly. Let's just throw that out there. You kept going back, you know.
Twice. You know, co-sign.
No, he kept going back. So something had to change, or you did this because it sounds like you were very calculated about your steps.
I mean, this is the thing. Mm-hmm. Unless you're like living with a person, you know, then you have to like take extras, you know. But I live by myself, so like who was ever at my place, that was my business at my time. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was that was that situation.
I bet it does.
So that was that situation. But the person, they would have never known anything if I had not chose to share it. But the reason I chose to share it because I felt it's best to be honest with them because our relationship had come to an end anyway.
So why's him?
Huh?
He was trying to get back at her for some reason.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah,
No.
Right.
That's just low blow, man.
Yeah, because why you telling
You
me?
telling her out the door.
You want to clear your conscience.
No, yeah, I think exactly, and I think no, for
You
real.
want to make amends.
We've had this discussion.
Right.
Remember, we had that
Just took it to the
discussion.
grave, okay.
But no, we had this discussion on this show. You said, should you always tell your partner the truth? And y'all said, yeah, and I said, no. Y'all was like, that's why. Because there was no point for me telling her at that point.
If you were getting ready to end the relationship anyway, at that point it was just like.
But it was no point in me telling her, but was it the truth? It was the dead honest truth, but there's no point in telling because it was no point in telling her that information. So like sometimes honesty being the best policy is not, sometimes not. Sometimes you just keep some stuff to yourself. Because the only person that helped, quote unquote, was me clearing my conscience.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got it all off my chest that who all I was, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got nothing hidden, but me not hiding anything hurt her.
So did y'all stay together?
Oh no.
No, there was already.
She ended it with you?
No, I ended it with her.
Did you go back to the?
No, I ended it with both of them. No, they were both off the table.
Wow. So yeah, I mean, I see. Okay, maybe you feel like you didn't change your behavior, and maybe it's because the relationship was already on the outs, and maybe y'all weren't talking as consistent as y'all maybe once were talking. Maybe y'all weren't spending as much time as y'all once were. But things change, you know, in a relationship when man or woman start stepping out. We used to spend this amount of time together, now we not. Or you used to call me this amount of time, now you not. Or normally you got about a 3-4 day window before you start acting up and you need some act right. And
I
now
understand what you're saying.
you understand exactly what I'm saying. And now it's been 2 weeks and you running around here skipping.
Well, I still don't know what you're saying.
So, you know, that's a sign. Like, hold on, you ain't.
What's the sign I'm missing?
You're not missing it. So listen here. If you know your mate,
Listen, what you saying?
you know your mate get a little grumpy around that 3, 4, 5 day stretch window, your mate may have a 5 day max before you gotta go tighten some things up.
Okay.
Right. And now it done been 2 weeks.
Tune-ups.
Yeah, tune-ups. It's been 2 weeks. He or she ain't said a word. They going on about their merry way like everything is good. That's some change behavior because normally like clockwork. I mean, I pay attention to those type of things.
So if I understand you correctly.
You understand me clearly.
A person should act up about 3 or 4 days. Yo, guys, make a note.
3, 4
Hell,
days.
man, because y'all still ain't gonna keep
about
up.
4, 5 days.
No.
Just need to be started acting grumpy. Just to keep
keep
everything
see,
cool.
no,
Act
it's
grumpy.
not even. It's
It ain't that you want nothing, just act grumpy.
no, it's not even a grumpy thing. It's not even a grumpy thing. See, y'all, it's not even that. It's just a whole behavior. It's just a whole. Again, like you said, if you in tune with your mate, you know certain things that your mate does when you be like, okay, all right, It's not that you being grumpy. It's just you can see a shift, okay? And when the shift don't happen, and it have been 2 weeks,
That could be
a
other
week and a
things.
half.
That could be other things.
Again, if you in tune with your mate and you've been around this individual for
What
a
if
while.
they just started meditating?
It could be other things.
Again, if you know
I mean,
your mate.
a lot of times in a relationship.
Here's what I'm not gonna do.
A lot of times in a relationship, you don't have to go, a lot of things are internal, right? And sometimes, people are dealing with pride.
Very much so.
Or ego,
Pride is the devil, as
but
J.
we're
Cole
going to
said.
leave it as pride. And when they're dealing with pride, they gon', ain't necessarily that they doing something outside the relationship. It's just the pride, like, I'm gonna act like I don't need this from you right now, you know what I'm saying?
And that's true too.
Which is terrible to do, but once again,
I think that's more
I'm
of a
jumping
man
everywhere.
thing.
Let me go back and look at this topic.
Let's
today.
hold on. I like that though because
Oh, we got so much that we talking about.
I know we all over the place.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I'm making a note of that pride. Because you know what? But for real, pride is a reason why man or woman will step out of a relationship. Like what you said. I think it's more dudes be like, man, I'm gonna let her know I don't need her. I don't care this. I don't care that.
Wrong. You're not right with that statement.
I bet I'm
That's probably more of a woman thing. But dudes don't think like, you know what? I'm gonna let her know.
So how do dudes
Yeah.
think, D-Boogie? Because I'm not a dude.
So.
I'm an all woman.
All right, so I'm gonna let you know how dudes think. So I'm gonna give you a couple things, then we're gonna take a break, then we'll come back.
Ladies, take notes.
All right, so first of all, dudes we are hunters, and we like to hunt. And in the hunt, sometimes you catch a pride, and sometimes you just out just see what you catch. And even though you got this pride at the house, you still out there just gaining. I ain't saying it's right. I ain't saying it's wrong.
But then when you get caught,
It's wrong. You call us all wrong.
All wrong.
Hey, listen, like once again, I will say it again. I do not, and I cannot stand a cheater.
you ever been cheated on?
Yeah.
Knowingly.
Yeah.
Did you notice the behavior change?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you? And what did you notice that changed?
It wasn't like people was acting grumpy. It was just more like, they wanted to do what they was doing, and they wasn't into what we was doing. So it became a problem because somebody wanted to, they wanted to go out and do their own thing. So so people, made it seem like, hey, we got major issues going on. I need to step out and leave. But it was just somebody wanted to do what they wanted to do.
Okay, I don't really.
You don't follow that?
No.
You follow that, Rafiq, a little bit? What about you, Kane? A little bit?
It sounded like it was a
Okay.
little bit of a riddle, but.
Okay, so riddle this. Riddle this.
Okay, go ahead.
Because of the fact they were so into what they wanted to do, and it was all about what they wanted to do, it wasn't about what we were doing.
Right.
So in order to get to where they wanted to go, they created a problem at home.
So they made it. Oh, gotcha.
Okay, so so there was some type
They
of...
created a fallout so they can get what? So they can get a what?
Or they created one or was looking for one.
Okay.
You know what? I don't need to... Matter of fact,
Every time I turn around, you leave the top off the toothpaste. I'm tired of it.
Toilet up.
I ain't gotta put up with this.
I'm gonna make sure we put this top on this toothpaste. Toilet down. We're gonna take a quick break, y'all. We appreciate y'all. We'll be right back. This is Show on Cheating today.
I'm sure it's worse, actually. No desire.
What's up, C-Town?
Took it on that
Welcome
bad.
back. This is 95.9 FM. We are Uncut Uncensored. And today we're talking about the value of cheating. Oh, that's not
Value of
It's not
cheating.
the value.
Seriously? Did you say the value in cheating?
We're
Wow.
talking about.
Did you really say that?
I'm just messing with the listeners.
We was talking about should you stay or go, but we got so off topic.
Wow, clearly there's value in cheating, huh?
Well, I think there is.
Do you really?
I do, but that's another conversation.
You know what? Wow.
When you got somebody that's treating you a certain way, and you have really poured your heart into this individual, for y'all to have this committed, monogamous, what's the word? Is that monogamous?
Yeah, monogamous.
How about that? Got it. To have this type of relationship where y'all wholesome and y'all one. And it's always an issue with that. Things that a man need, things that a woman need, we should be giving to each other because we say we one. So, going back to oneness. When we were first created, we were one. And then God divided us into two. And from that point on, we've been struggling trying to get back to one.
Do men know what you say? What y'all say y'all want? Maybe that's the problem. I don't think men. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So with that being said, the value in maybe stepping up is that you can get what you desire on your own, and why you looking at me like that?
Because you really trying to tread real lightly. Go ahead.
No, I mean so when you step it out
Okay.
to being selfish, it is a selfish act. You agree?
Absolutely selfish.
So, but you're being selfish, but the whole reason for the selfish act is so y'all not tripping as one.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand exactly what you're saying. So let me put it in simple terms. So basically, what you're saying, D Boogie, the value that there's value in cheating.
There can be. I'm not saying that there is.
Okay, so D Boogie
But
is
it
saying that there can be.
And I'm a very optimistic person.
Yeah. Okay. So.
You gotta see the bright side of everything.
Clearly, and he definitely wants to see the bright side of this. So, ladies and gents, what D Boogie is saying, that he so eloquently and delicately stated, is that if you and your lady, or you and your fella, like you like to say, if y'all beefing at the house, or y'all beefing in your relationship, maybe you need to step out.
No, I'm not saying that.
But
I'm not saying if y'all beef. I'm not saying if y'all
okay,
beef.
listen, if he or she ain't fulfilling a certain need or desire, is what you said,
Right.
you know.
And y'all done went up this tree.
Y'all done went up, y'all done talked about it a million times.
I ain't asking for much.
I ain't asking you for much.
Asking for much.
So D Boogie said, listen, instead of going around the Rosie in the bush again, just step on out, get it from wherever, and come on back home like it never happened. Basically, is what you're saying, right?
I mean, I said it the way I said it, but basically that's close. I'm saying if there's a value.
If there's a value.
The value in it stepping out. That's why, listen, understand something.
I'm understanding.
That's why a lot of guys say, you know what? I'm trying this wholeness, I'm trying this oneness, and this
Okay.
is tripping. Can't say it on the air, but I can move my lips.
Well, women, we deal with the same thing. So
I ain't talking about women. I'm talking about.
okay, so you get
But you ain't understanding what I'm saying.
I am
now you
understanding.
understand it. All right, go ahead.
No, I'm understanding what you're saying, but the thing is, nobody's going to meet every desire.
We're not talking about every desire. I'm saying that.
But you need to meet the main ones, though. I'm gonna say that.
Right. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Now you want to agree with me?
Yeah.
Y'all both saying the same thing. Y'all both saying the same thing.
No, I didn't say step out and go get it from somewhere else. That is not what I said. D Boogie said, listen, instead of steady having this debate, you don't want to do it, fine.
No.
I'ma just go on down the street.
The debate can still go on while everything's going on.
You go ahead and have a debate by yourself, but in the meantime, I'm going to be back.
But you're going to find out, like, he ain't debating as much as he was.
Right.
I think I done proved my point.
No, you ain't prove your point. Whatever you won't do, somebody else is. That's what you're saying. And that's what you're saying the value is.
No, I'm not saying
You know what,
whatever
Boogie,
you.
seriously.
No, listen.
Go ahead.
Listen to me.
I'm listening.
I'm not saying whatever you don't do, somebody else do. We all know that. But is there true value into what somebody else do? Because we want it from a certain place. I don't care. Like me. Mm-hmm. I like making money. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, I'm in love with it, Kane.
You in love with making money?
Yeah, I'm in love with it.
Okay.
I'm almost unconditional. Almost unconditional when it comes to the acquisition of financing.
Okay.
Almost.
Okay.
But there's certain things I won't do
Okay.
just to earn some money.
Okay.
You know, so in the conversations when it comes to your significant, there's no S on this word, other. When it comes to that, I want everything right there. That's why I'm here with you. That's why I'm willing to give you everything. But if you're gonna deliberately withhold on this piece that's important to me, and that ain't important to you, but you still important to me. I'm just gonna get this little piece over here.
This little piece.
Yeah.
And I'll be right back.
I'll be back.
Like kind of JC said.
I'll be back.
I was just,
Matter of fact.
I was gonna get right back.
Yeah.
You don't get it back like that.
Exactly.
That part.
That part right there.
So here's the irony of my discussion. If you find something's very important to your significant other,
Yeah.
then that must become a priority
I agree.
with you to make sure that is fulfilled.
Man, listen.
And it could be something simple as, the way they like their peach cobbler.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
if they want
got me going next door getting this peach cobbler.
If it's that important.
If they
that
want their
important.
peach cobbler ice cream, bring it home with
Especially
ice
if
cream.
they ain't asking for much. If they don't ask for, like you said, if you ain't asking for a whole lot, and if these things are what's really important to your mate, listen here, you better do it. Like D Boogie said, what you won't do, somebody else will.
And I think I understand what he's saying, the value of, and I hope, and the hope always is, if we decide that we just go be me and you,
Yeah.
that I don't have to go anywhere else.
Exactly.
That's the primary hope.
Yes.
Let me be right there with you like that.
That's the primary hope, because at the end of the day, me having to go somewhere else, like, I gotta go outside the house.
It's a headache.
It's a hassle.
This is why I'm here with you.
It's a hassle and a headache. I gotta go over there and do all this. I'd rather just it all be right here. I want to be Walmart shopping right here.
Everything in one.
Everything under one roof.
And this stuff.
At this store right here.
Calling, looking around to see if they got it in another stuff.
I don't want to go to another store. I don't want to call Uber Eats. I want it here right now. So that, I think that's both parties, men and women. That's what they both really want.
I agree.
And I think men and women do step out for different reasons, but it's always the same base. Something wasn't at the store.
Yeah.
And the mate ignored it, whether it be the
There you
male, the man, or the woman.
Which they can easily provide.
Right, you got it.
But that be the pride thing. That be the pride thing. Like you said, we talking about things, we not talking about like frivolous, non-important things. But we talking about if it's something that is really important to your mate, and you can't or won't meet that need that's important to your mate, especially if your mate is not like a needy person, they don't ask. Like you said, I ain't asking for a whole lot. You can't meet this need. I mean, hey.
Like, you kind of leaving the back door open.
You leaving the back, the front, and the side open.
What about sabotage?
Sabotage.
Like subconsciously sabotaging your relationship.
Subconscious. That's Rafik. There you go.
Sometimes people do that.
Sometimes they do.
I know. I've seen. Now that you said that, I believe. Like, I can't confirm it. I've been the I don't say I was the victim of it, but I was in a relationship and somebody just self-sabotaged it. Just for no, I'm like, cause it's just out of the blue.
When you say somebody, you talking about somebody outside or somebody inside?
Somebody is us two, and the other person that I'm in a relationship with, they just came out the blue with some nonsense. And I'm like, are you on cocaine? What is wrong with you right now? And
It's a very dangerous drug.
Don't care what Rick James said.
Oh.
It's dangerous, y'all. Leave that stuff alone. But I think, like, as Rafiq was saying, the funny thing is, they accuse me of cheating. I'm like, are you outside your mind?
And that's a crazy thing too. So one of the ways that you could recognize a cheater, you know what we're gonna do, T?
Part two.
Yeah, we're gonna do a part two yeah, because we're running out of time right now. But one of the things, ways you can tell that you're dealing with somebody that's used to a cheating mentality is they have cheating behaviors. And whereas they're accusing you of some things that's just not even true. You know, so you know what I'm saying? So they, like you said, they sabotage and they, you know, but because their mentality is so used to that.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know if it's because they've been cheated on in the past.
I think that was, I think that was one.
Yeah, that may be one, but come on, man, I'm gonna tell you the other. It's because that's what they used to doing themselves.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, so
it can go both ways.
It go both ways, yeah.
They've been cheated on in the past, and then maybe those are triggers.
Right.
You know, because we all have triggers. So if you've been cheated on, you know, personal experience, you've been cheated on, and if you know certain things, you're not answering your phone. That was my example. Unavailable. You know, we know people get lost. People go AWOL, and they be doing some stuff. So that's a trigger, and I'm like,
Well, see, that's just somebody that's not cheating with a cheater. You don't cheat with a cheater. We're gonna be back next week, y'all. Run out of time.
If you gonna cheat with a cheater.
With a cheater. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's okay to answer the phone.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Wow.
See, you gonna cheat with a cheater. We'll be back, y'all. We holler at y'all next time, y'all.
Hey, look. Oh, see, that's why you said it's rules to this thing.
Rules to it, baby. Rules to it.